Hello everybody, this is Joanna from Shining Mama, and my question for you today is, what does it mean for you living on brand? And I know for some of you this concept is really far from home. For me it became a concept only lately, but because yesterday somebody from our group talked about what does it mean living on brand for her, I thought I'm going to tackle this question today for myself because I was thinking about it. And so what does it mean for me to live on brand with Shining Mama? It means being the best mama I can be, and that can go into some directions. Um, I I kind of apply the principles of attachment parenting and unschooling, or radical unschooling, I would say. But those are only some labels which I'm not so comfortable with. Labeling things puts us in a corner and doesn't let us be free to follow our intuition. So intuition is another big part of my brand. Living within the borders of our intuition, I think it's very important for everybody. Doesn't matter where you are and how you are and what you're doing and what kind of principles you're following. Intuition is, I believe, important part of everything that we do. And following your intuition and your gut feeling is something that you can learn while listening to your body and just looking into your life, how things are developing. And I believe that we all know when we listen to our intuition or not. And my son is dancing in the house. So something else which is important for my brand, as I see it, is wearing my creations and making my art every day, even if it is experimenting with clay or experimenting with colors and with different type of painting. And I am an experimenter. This is another part of my brand. I am an experimenter within the borders of my intuition, and I experiment with my art. I experiment with my cooking and uncooking, with my raw cooking, and but as I said, within the borders of my intuition. I'm not going to experiment with something that doesn't feel good for me. And this is something else that I learned in the last 2 or 3 years, and I live by it every day. If it doesn't feel good for me, I'm not going to do it, even if it's rationally the best choice, because we are all born with a kind of a blueprint we want to live in, and living on brand is a big part of the blueprint that we are born with, I believe. Something else which I think is part of my brand is drinking green smoothies every day. I do it already for 2 years. I drink 2 liters of green smoothies every day. I have one here, and you can see it. And I experiment with that too a lot. I experiment with what greens I put in my green smoothies, and with different tastes and with different manners of making it. I also drank a lot of green juices for a long time, but right now logistically it's not a good idea, so I'm going to do that whenever it is possible again. Something else which is on brand for me is coaching people. Is very important for me to be able to help people. I'm a very social person, and people always came to me for advice for a lot of things. And since I have my son, I I live in a smaller circle, but still living on brand means for me supporting people and holding the space for them to find out what's important for them. So that's about living on brand today. I'll see you tomorrow.